transcribed video.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's Lisa. I'm hosting the Canadian Screen Awards.
Can I help you?
Film and Television's Will Sasso.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, can you help me open the store? I'm hosting the Canadian Screen Awards. I need to get in.
No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. No, I've actually recently been named the Deputy Minister of Comedy and Humorous Affairs, so anyone going through that door has to be vetted by me. ID, please.
Seriously? Did Mr. Jessup have to do this?
No, of course not. He's a beloved Canadian icon. You seem insane. So you're hosting?
Yeah.
What are you, like a Canadian Nikki Glaser, only less successful?
Exactly.
You got a monologue? Let me see it.
Just know I'm not like a roast comic. I'm like more, you know, these are uplifting. And...
Give it up for Canada's Drag Race, or as I call it, Drag Race to the remote and turn up the volume. I love this show. Is that the whole joke?
I've mostly hosted kids' TV.
I auditioned to play the CN Tower on Law & Order Toronto, but they said I wasn't tall enough. That's not funny.
You're butchering the delivery. It's like, but they said I wasn't tall enough.
Do you even do stand-up?
Well, I'm more of a niche improviser. Like, what's up, everyone? We're Skin Fiddle. All we need is a word to get started.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
I heard Mike Myers from Shrek and Murdoch Mysteries. Okay, how can I combine those? I know. And tunka, a carnival des Murdoch Mysteries in my swamp tunka.
Oh! Off you go. Okay, I'm gonna open this door for you, but Nikki.
Lisa.
Whatever. All of Canada's counting on you. No more improv.
Improv punch!
She's gonna suck.
Live from Studio 40 at CBC headquarters in downtown Toronto, it's the 2025 Canadian Screen Awards. Appearances by Jason Priestley, Cindy Sampson, Anna Lamb, Brooklyn Heights, and more, with special award winners Marcia Green and Manny Jacinto. Welcome your host, actor and comedian, Lisa Gilroy.
Welcome to the 2025 Canadian Screen Awards! These awards have been going strong since 2013, and they just keep getting better and better. From that first ceremony hosted by comedy legend Martin Short, to today hosted by me, Instagram account holder Lisa Gilroy. It's an upward trajectory that shows no signs of stopping. I'm so happy to be here with you guys tonight. I live in the States now, but I love being back. I get to see my friends. I get to get a mammogram. I mean, obviously you can pay to get your boobs smooshed in the United States as well, and sometimes by a doctor. But nothing beats being home. And we're coming to you from the legendary CBC building in Toronto. So much Canadian greatness has come from this building. Dragon's Den, Air Farce, Hockey Night in Canada. And speaking of, did you know Canadian teams won the Stanley Cup in more than half the years from 1918 to 1993? I don't have the stats since then, but I think it's pretty similar. I think it's pretty much the same. Go Oilers. Tonight, we're celebrating an industry that has helped birth enormous global stars like Drake, and we'll also be commemorating the stars we've lost this year, like Drake. We'll be honoring the incredible Marcia Green with the Changemaker Award tonight. We'll be presenting the Radius Award to Manny Jacinto. And speaking of celebrities, there is someone very special here tonight, my favorite actress of all time. This is not a bit. I love her. I have been so inspired by her, and she's here. She's here. Nominated for her role in Guy Madden's amazing film Rumors, Cate Blanchett is here. Can we get a shot of her? Oh. Look at her, she is gorgeous. And more importantly, she is here, she's here. Two things I know for sure, my eyesight is not great, and Cate Blanchett is here. And guess what, my first love, Jason Priestley, is in the house. Jason. Where are you? I always wanted to lose something very special to you. I didn't think it was going to be a Canadian Screen Award in 2014, you dirty rat. I meant my virginity, not the award, you rat. Okay, well, I'm feeling good because Kate Blanchett was really laughing at that joke. Thank you, Kate. I love you too. Oh my God, looking incredible. Well, are you guys ready to celebrate the hell out of our beautiful industry? Please welcome from Dragon's Den on CBC, Manjeet Minhas and Michelle Romanow.
Leading a comedy takes as much courage as facing the dragons in the den. And these incredible performers are all in for the laugh. They nailed the timing, owned the awkward, and turned chaos into comedy.
If these performers were pitched to us for investment on the den, I'm not sure we could say no. But the return on their own investment in the role is amazing.
They make us laugh, they make us feel, and maybe even cringe in the best possible way.
And now, the nominees for Best Lead Performer, Comedy.
Aaron Abrams, Children Ruin Everything.
Oh, thank you for thinking of me, Bo, but I have my own projects to think about, like the toilet.
Megan Rath, Children Ruin Everything.
It'll be good, though, because I'm very passionate about the topic. I mean passionate. It's a bad poo pun. Anyway, I'm quite horny about Friday.
Mary Walsh, The Missus Downstairs.
Jesus, you do know you're white, do you, John? You're practically blue. It'd probably take you a couple of weeks in the Caribbean to turn white.
Daniel Byrne, One More Time.
One splash couldn't hurt.
DJ Demers, One More Time.
It goes, pardon, come again, one more time, and if you must, what? But never under any circumstances is it, huh?
Rocky Morzaria, Run the Birds.
How get Merlot out of silk PJs? I think she's confusing me for a search engine.
Andrew Fung, Run the Burbs.
To make things even, my groin will pay the price. What? Kick me in the bits.
Anastasia Phillips, The Trades.
Surprise. I'll tell you all about it, but first I need to find Todd. Where do meetings happen?
The Canadian Screen Award goes to
Andrew Fung, Run the Burbs!
I did not think I was gonna win. Oh, I'm gonna cry so much right now. I love making this show, and I love working with every single member of this cast. Raki, you're so talented. All the nominees in this category, you're all amazing. You're so talented. I try to tell you, I watch all your shows. You're so freaking talented. Every single person that was on the show, whether like you were here for a day, you were recurring, you were background, it was a joy to work with you. The creative team, our directors, my brother from another mother, Scott Town, and my co-creator, everyone that was involved in making the show, the CBC, thank you for your support on all the seasons. Honestly, we couldn't have done this without you. I want to thank Improv for taking in a kid who didn't know anything, who he was, and teaching me. I want to thank my parents, my mom who walks on planes and tells people to put on shows and waits for them to put on the show. It's incredible. My kids, hopefully you're watching this. I told you not to, I hope you are. And to my wife, today is our 20th anniversary. When I felt like I couldn't do anything, you made me believe that I could do everything. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
Please welcome the stars of 2 shows nominated tonight. From Late Bloomer, Just Meet Reina, and Made for TV's Bowman Martinez-Reed.
The content creators, the YouTubers, have officially made it into the big leagues. It was only a matter of time before you had no more reruns of Hudson and Rex. I love a good cop show. Cop dog show? Even better.
Yeah, that's right. We are no longer just screaming into the void. We've upgraded to the slightly bigger void of Canadian television.
We've crossed over. I used to post videos online with no budget, and now I do the same thing on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't forget, reality shows actually attract viewers and advertisers.
People don't just watch reality TV, they obsess. Everyone wants to believe they can reinvent themselves, and these shows deal with race, class, sex, hookups.
The whole ugly, beautiful human condition is squished into our screens tighter than an e-talk segment.
So let's get to it. Celebrate homegrown Canadian reality. Here are your nominees for Best Reality / Competition Program or Series.
Canada's Drag Race.
Racers, start your engines, and may the best drag queen win!
Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
Here's Team Red. It's crucial they capture this flag, but they gotta slow down here. Team Red is doing their final lap, missing a paddle.
Dragon's Den.
Congrats, Laura.
Good negotiating. Good luck. Thank you so much.
The Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown.
The rapid temperature change from kiln to air is intended to forge cracks in the glaze surfaces, creating distinct patterns and textures.
Top Chef Canada.
On the first challenge, shook it.
I have goosebumps for you.
What are you doing to us?
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to...
Canada's Drag Race!
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Happy Pride, first of all. You know, this feels correct. How about a nice round of applause for this cast and our host, Brooklyn Heights. I mean, you know, it is, I'm honored to accept this on behalf of our big, amazing crew. Brett, Tomas, welcome. You know, thank you for sharing your art and your hearts. It is our biggest accomplishment, and we take so much pride in sharing your stories. And to share those stories, you need people who understand those stories. And I think of our show as like the island of misfit toys. There are so many of us who are different and don't really fit in because of who we love or because of where we come from. But on this show, we're normal, and we just have the most fun. So, you know, there's something really magical that happens when you give the keys to a bunch of outsiders and let them play. So thank you. Thank you, Crave. Justin Stockman. We love you. We lost a member of our family this year. Yetta Vanderdam, this is for you. Tristan, I love you. Amma watching, I love you.
On behalf of Blue Ant Media and our partners, World of Wonder, we like to thank Crave Bell, who are amazing partners. All of our colleagues in the room, you have like risen above. We have many franchises and we know how lucky we are. And I just want to say it's Pride Month. Now more than ever do we celebrate our queens, our LGBTQ community, and we stand up with them.
Brooklyn?
I want to say thank you to the queens, because without the queens, there would be no show. Thank you for being so brave. coming on TV, telling your stories, letting it all hang out, literally and figuratively. And we're all just so grateful to be here and get to do this and get to celebrate queer people in queer spaces on national TV. So thank you for watching and thank you for enjoying.
We're just getting started. Coming up, Paul Spence and Julie Nolke. Plus, last year's Radius Award winner, Lamar Johnson, when the 2025 Canadian Screen Awards continue. This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the 2025 Canadian Screen Awards. I'm so happy to look out into this crowd and see so many friends and only one enemy. Give it up for 2 stars, both double nominees from Run the Burbs, Julie Noki, and from Diener 89, Paul Spence.
Paul, we are here to present the Cogeco Fund Audience Choice Award, the country's favorite television show as chosen by regular Canadians. Now, there's a lot riding on these.
Yeah, that's right, Julie. These shows are paying for the entire industry.
Well, I mean, if they stop producing Heartland, Calgary's going to have to make a second stampede or the unemployed horse rate would explode.
Yeah, that's right. The unemployed horse rate. It's a real
It's
thing.
concerning.
But don't worry, Julie, because our industry has got some great stuff in the pipeline. I heard they're bringing back The Littlest Hobo.
Oh, I didn't know you could say hobo anymore.
You can if it's a dog, apparently, yeah. And you know what? Rogers is bringing back Coach's Corner.
Really, Coach's Corner?
No, Coach's Coroner. It's one of Jared Keeso's 7 new shows where he solves a coach's murder every week.
Well, now let's check out the nominees for the Cogeco Fund Audience Choice Award.
Right on.
Heartland. Made for TV with Bowman Martinez Reed. The Way Home.
The winner is The Way Home. They're here. They're here.
Yeah! What an amazing team. I want to really thank the Academy, a heartfelt thanks. This is the only category we were eligible for, and I'm so thrilled that we won this category. So thank you, the Academy. Marley Reed. Marley Reed, thank you for applying for a job as office manager 9 years ago and quickly becoming head of development and coming up with this brilliant idea and creating it with our showrunners, Heather Conkey and Alex Clark. Thank you guys so much. Heather and Alex are showrunners, like a Trojan effort, timeless, and you guys are so creative. Our cast, everyone, brilliant. I love you guys. Kyler, thank you for coming up for the award. That's why we won. Our directors, our writers, our producer, John Calvert, everyone on the crew, the entire Nishama team, head of production, Suzanne Berger. Thank you guys so much. And our broadcast partners, Hallmark and Chorus. We're just thrilled. Thank you so much.
Please welcome to the stage Emmy nominee, Radius Award winner, and 2023's Canadian Screen Award winner for performance in a leading role, Lamar Johnson.
I have a confession to make. I didn't know Manny Jacinto is Canadian. It's a surprise, not because he's keeping it a secret, but because Manny is one of those actors who sinks so far into his roles that everyone claims him. Star Wars fans, Jacksonville Jaguar fans. Because when he plays a role, the real Manny Jacinto completely disappears. I mean, he doesn't have to. Like, look at those cheekbones. He looks like a drawing a teenage girl makes on her pencil case. But to be an actor who trades on looks would be too defining. Manny is one of those chameleon actors, a misleading man, impossible to put in a box. But if we can't put him down or take credit for his success, we can at least celebrate him as one of the most promising actors to come out of Canada in a long time. I can't wait to see who he surprises us with next. And I can't think of an artist more deserving of the Radius Award. Let's watch some highlights of his career in this reel presented by Made New.
Jianyu here is a Buddhist monk, you see, and he obeys a strict code of silence. So when you see him smiling and nodding, that's actually his way of jumping up and down with glee. Isn't that right, darling?
The first word that comes to mind when I think of Manny is charisma.
Sweetie pie. He's the sweetest. It's the same first impression everyone has, which is, Jesus, who looks like that?
I am here to learn about ethnics.
And I remember him walking towards me, and it felt like it was happening in slow motion. And I could hear violins play, which was unexpected.
He truly is one of the nicest, kindest people I've ever met.
We were both cast on a show called The Good Place. It was both of our first big shows. He'd send you to the bad place.
I don't want to lose you, girl.
I'm not a girl.
I mean, we would write the dumbest things we could think.
This is my butthole. It's just like a hole where me and my buds can hang out.
And yet he made all of them seem like they were being spoken by a real human being, which is an incredible talent.
Yo, you should listen to me. I came up with hundreds of plans in my life, and only one of them got me killed.
He's generous. He just doesn't grab the ball and run down the field with it. He passes it back to you. Did you ever have a personalized license plate?
Yeah, dog. I love butts.
Working with Manny on Figure Friday was just so amazing because, first of all, I never thought I would be in the same credits as Manny. Such a gem, such a class act.
His ability to become another character is endless. Everything he's been in is a 180 from the character he played before.
That man has range.
I want the freedom to wield my power the way I like.
Totally hit it out of the park in defying Asian stereotypes. Didn't even matter that he was Asian. He's just a damn good actor, period.
Manny, congratulations on this award. I love you, buddy. I miss you. I'm very proud of you, and I'm proud to be your friend.
I'm so proud of you. You deserve this award so much. Love you, love you, love you. Hug you, hug you, hug you. Love you. Kiss, love, hug. Bye.
Hello, Manny. Congratulations on this award. I'm very proud of you. I love you very much. And I just want to say that you didn't have to pay me $250,000 to come here and say nice things about you. I would have done it for free.
Manny, congratulations. Come on up here and accept the award.
Wow, I was not expecting that. Who knew that applying to random auditions on Craigslist would end up here? But yeah, it's wild. So thank you, man. 30 seconds. What do I say? I need to stand up straight because my parents are watching. Thank you to the CSAs. First of all, thank you to my parents, my sister. Yeah, thank you for all the support. Without them, I would not be here because they would run lines with me constantly, even from the smallest lines from loner guy or Asian gangster #1 or my best role yet, sexy guy dancing. Yeah, that was a good one. But I also need to thank my wife, Diane. Without you, yes, please. Without you, this journey would not be as remarkable as it is, so thank you for being by my side. Thank you to my team, Sean, Angie, Brian, Sam, Sarah, Joel, Farhad, Leah, like all you guys, thank you for the support, for believing in me and for pushing me whenever I needed it. I've been able to travel all around the world, luckily, to do this thing that I love, but I love coming back home to Canada, coming back here, seeing all these faces, and I just, yeah, honestly, I just love coming back here and breathing the fresh air, but most of all, just seeing all the diverse voices and all the stories that we get to tell as such a colorful community. So thank you for the support. Thank you for having me for this award, and go Canada.
Coming up next, Jason Priestley and Cindy Sampson name the country's funniest TV series when the Canadian Screen Awards continue. This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Do you hear it? It's a pulse. A heartbeat reverberating.
Buckle up, bitches!
Naturally, I'm intrigued.
Wow!
Thank you.
I do make a pretty good team.
Yep. Awesome.
Welcome back to the 2025 Canadian Screen Awards. From the upcoming spin-off series, Private Eyes West Coast, please welcome lead actors Jason Priestley and Cindy Sampson.
Thank you. It's great to be back at the Canadian Screen Awards. Cindy, I have to tell you, I'm so excited to be working with you again on our new series, Private Eyes West Coast.
I am so pumped to be back too, with you, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we play private detectives on TV. Do you ever wonder if you could do it in real life?
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, as an actor, I watch people all the time, stealing gestures and mannerisms. We're students of human behavior, and spying is the stock of the trade, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd be really good at it. The only problem is anonymity. I think people would be like, why is Jason Priestley following me? Why is Jason Priestley photographing me through the window making love to my mistress?
Yeah, maybe I'll stick to my day job. All right, let's see the nominees for Best Comedy Series presented by Lionsgate Canada.
Children Ruin Everything. Don't Even. Late Bloomer. The Office Movers. One More Time.
Okay. You really want to go through this? All right, and the Canadian Screen Award goes to...
Children Ruin Everything.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. We really appreciate this. I got this tux really late, and I was putting it on, and I realized I looked like if James Bond were recast as like a middle-aged, tired leprechaun. But maybe that's good, because I feel so lucky that I got to do a job where every day I laugh so hard, and I work with people who I admire so much, who are so talented and so strong, and made this show such a special experience. I want to thank New Metric Media. Mark, your team was amazing to work with. Thank you so much. I want to thank the writers. I want to thank the directors. I want to thank the crew. I want to thank everyone whose creative hearts, minds, and hands touched this thing. I want to especially thank Megan and Aaron for their wonderful performances. I want to thank Allison for being an amazing producer who cares about people as much as she cares about the creative. And I want to give Mark a chance to talk now, too. And you want to hold this while...
Sure, you hold it.
I'll hold it right
Okay.
there, though. I like you're holding it.
Okay. Hey, everybody. This is absolutely incredible. Thank the Academy. Kurt, thank you for having so many kids and learning from all these experiences, all the ups and downs coming along with that. This has been such a pleasure to work on this show from day one. For those of you who know the show, my life was very much Ennis. Before, wasn't inspired by that. That's all Kurt. But and through the development of the show, we finally had kids and whatnot. And learning these scripts were really a Bible for parenting. And despite the title, it's such an amazing love letter to parenting that Kurt wrote here. I want to thank Bell Media and Sean, Justin, Carlin, the whole team that supported the show. And here comes the music. and CW and Roku that gave us a chance in the US. Brad Schwartz. Thank you everybody to our incredible crew, New Metric, the whole team that's been working their asses off on English and French versions. Thank you everybody and congratulations.
Show that music who's boss.
To roast some nominees, and I don't normally do this, so I hired a roast comic to help me with these jokes. And full disclosure, this roast comic is going through a pretty bad divorce right now, but let's try some out. Paul Spence is here tonight, known for FUBAR, which stands for effed up beyond all repair, and is also how I would describe my marriage. Oh, sorry, that one doesn't really work if you don't know the writer. Jasmeet Reyna is here, nominated for Late Bloomer. You know, a lot of people are late bloomers. Some people start out as a wife and then turn into a whore. Oh, these are not good. I'm sorry, can we scroll past these on the prompter? Let's just move on. Please welcome a winner tonight, Andrew Fung, and the breakout star of North, Anna Lamb.
Anna, congrats on all your success. You are absolutely crushing it right now. I was so excited when I heard they're pairing us together to give out this year's documentary award.
Thank you. Same to you, Andrew. I'm such a huge fan, like genuinely. But I'm so curious.
Yeah.
If you could make a documentary about anything, what would it be?
Okay, I don't know, off the top of my head, Last Dance style 10-part series called I Wish I Was a Little Bit Taller, which chronicles my journey from a short king to a 5'8" giant. How tall are you?
5'9".
Yes, that's what I want to be. Perfect. Okay, what is your all-time favorite documentary?
Okay. So I can't name not off the top of my head, but it's about these two middle-aged white men who are forced to move in together when their parents get married.
Anna?
There's one of them just has this like incredible voice, and like it brings tears to your eyes.
Are you thinking of Step Brothers?
Well, one of them does kind of look like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's definitely Step Brothers.
Okay, well, let's roll the nominees for Best Feature-Length Documentary.
Analog Revolution, How Feminist Media Changed the World. Disco's Revenge. Okurimono. Wilfred Buck. Yinta.
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to Yinta.
Tabi Masai Udakai Tla Notsiditni for fighting for everything that we still have. We would like to thank our Denise, our Tsakaise, our allies, and all the amazing people that have come to the Yinta and have made the resistance a success. Masai iSteel Films for working with us to tell our story, and CBC Docs and the Indigenous Screen Office for your support. Masai to our house groups for guiding the filmmaking process according to our laws. Our people continue to reoccupy our Yinta and work towards healing, but we still face colonial occupation and we are still fighting to live in peace as Wet'suwet'en on our land. Woo! The fight continues and we will never give up. Our sovereignty is tied to our collective freedom. Land back, free Palestine. Woo!
Still to come, a very special tribute to legendary actor Donald Sutherland, and more when the Canadian Screen Awards continue. This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
One thing we can always count on, Canadians support Canadians. We'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the devastating impact of the Manitoba wildfires and send everyone well wishes to have been affected. Please stay safe and take care of each other. Now, welcome BC's pride and joy, comedian, actor, and official Deputy of Comedy and Humorous Affairs, Will Sasso.
I don't care what anyone says back there. I think Lisa's doing a terrific job. Most Canadian directors are used to stretching a budget, relying on first-class actors and crews. And after a long day, most take the bus home. And if anybody recognizes them, it's probably because they take that same bus home every day. And that's how the bus works. Anyway, when a Canadian director makes it, you think, wow, it can be done with a good script, a savvy producer, and government support. Thank you, Telefilm, SODEC, and the NFB. Everyone, please help yourself to some money and make stuff. A feature film is the living expression of imagination and the tireless craft of our beloved directors. Now let's see the nominees for Achievement in Direction.
Naomi J., Darkest Miriam. Henri Bernadet, Gamma Rays, Les Rayons Gamma. Ara Ball, L'Ouragan FYT. Adam Agoyan, Seven Veils. Matthew Rankin, Universal Language, Une Langue Universelle. Miriam Jobert, Who Do I Belong To?
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to Matthew Rankin, Universal Language.
سلام دوستان خیلی متشکرم خیلی ممنونم merci beaucoup pour cette générosité ça fait vraiment plaisir merci à l'académie this is so delightful. I'm from Winnipeg. I'm not accustomed to winning anything, so this is really sweet and weird and nice, so thank you very much. This movie was made by a great big family of people that I love very dearly, and I'm so proud to see so many of them and their work honored here by the good people of Toronto. And Piruz, Ila, Amu, Rojina June, Kheli Mokhlesam. I really want to shout my love to our director of photography, Isabel Stachenko, our sound designer, Sacha Ratcliffe, and our two composers, Amir Amiri and Christophe Lamarche Ledoux, whose exceptional work really made this movie what it is. And I really want to take the opportunity to thank all the weirdos at the Winnipeg Film Group. This is where I learned how to make movies in an artist-run center. And those people are really keeping Winnipeg weird, and I love that. I also want to say how grateful I am to work in Quebec, which is, in spite of everything, one of the last places where art and culture is really thought of and defended as a public good. So thank you for that. This is a movie we made with our whole heart. We all know what political moment we're living in. Every day, there are new Berlin walls shooting up all around us and pitting us against each other into very cruel binaries. And if our film stands for anything, it stands for the fact that kindness can in fact be a radical gesture, and that's really what we believe in now more than ever. And I also want to say that while I'm here, I really do believe that art can do something that politics can't do, that art can do something that the cruel logic of markets can never achieve. And so I just want to take the opportunity to salute everyone in this room for the work that you do. We are, to work in culture is to choose community over solitude, and that's very precious. So thank you very much.
We can all agree it's been a strange year. But just because the Hellmouth has opened doesn't mean we can't celebrate this wonderful community. And no better way to do that than with our world-famous Kiss Cam. All right. Oh, look at these lovebirds. Kiss! 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 Oh, well, congrats. More beautiful moments to come, including a special performance by Murray Lightburn when the Canadian Screen Awards continue.
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back. Please join me as we take a moment to pay tribute to the late Donald Sutherland.
I cannot believe that anyone can deserve you. But it seems I am overruled. So, I heartily give my consent.
The real purpose of running isn't to win a race. It's to test the limits of the human heart.
I don't know your name, stranger, but your face is familiar.
Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Maybe I can bring you some friends. I've got some terrific friends.
No, thank you.
I won't go schizo, will I?
A distinct possibility.
I love you.
I love you too.
My father, actor Donald Sutherland, really loved being Canadian. He was so proud of this country, he wore it wherever he went around the world his whole life. He was born July 19th, 1935, in St. John, New Brunswick. His first years were hard, the early ones. He contracted hepatitis, rubella fever, and polio, was bedridden for over a year, grew more than a foot in height during that time, and somehow he survived and then persevered. Graduated high school from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, made his way to the University of Toronto to pursue a degree in engineering. And halfway through that pursuit, he fell in love with the theater, with acting. And then he did an amazing thing. And I've thought about this for a long time. He made one of the most courageous decisions I've ever seen. And to put that in context, you have to understand that Robert Redford and Paul Newman were probably the two biggest stars at the time. 5'8", 5'9" on a good day, but traditionally handsome. And I mean, these guys were really good looking. For you young folks out there, you should Google it. These guys are worth it. My father, on the other hand, was 6'4", skinny, long face, and if you use the Dirty Dozen as a reference point, awkwardly attractive would have been the nicest way to put it. And yet somehow this kid, and he was a kid, from the Maritimes felt like he had something to say. And so without any hesitation, he packed his bags, left his engineering degree behind, and went off to England. And somehow, without a dollar to his name, managed to get into the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts and began to study. And from this incredibly meager beginning, he managed to forge, well, at least in my opinion, one of the most diverse, prolific, and important acting careers in the history of film. And the only reason why I'm sharing this with you this evening is because the people that we're here to honor, to remember, to celebrate tonight, I believe all of them had a similar story, where incredibly difficult choices had to be made, sacrifices and risks had to be taken. So, to those people in this year's In Memoriam.
Please welcome Canadian Screen Award winner, Murray Lightburn.
Once upon a time in Montreal, the only place I can recall, albeit in a bleary haze. That's what it's like these final days. The story goes something like this: we must pursue domestic bliss. The time is now, the place is here, and I'll learn some French avec plaisir. I sacrifice what little I've, my saxophone and all that jive. I'll get a job and work as hard as God allows me to.
I still believe the most important thing is actors. The actors are the most important thing, that they engage the audience's interest, their attention. Emotionally, they can grab you. So all the cold, I always think, as I said to me, acting is 90% of the show.
I'll do my very best to hide the bitterness. It will subside. It may take years or decades. Oh, I never got used to those freezing nights, but my life with you was paradise. With no regrets, I'll say goodnight from Montreal.
Decided to be a director per se, I'd say early 20s. Why? Because it's probably the best craft for storytelling. I did comics, I did music, I did poetry, not good at it, but writing, sculpting, and basically when you put them all together and shake them like enough, it comes out as movies.
Yeah, I'll do my very best to hide the bitterness. It will subside, but it's gonna take years, it's going to take decades. Never got used to those freezing nights, but my life with you was paradise. With no regrets, I will say goodnight from
Our next presenter has redefined what it means to represent Canada on the global stage. Having just released his new song, Let 'Em Out, please let out a round of applause for Cardinal Official.
When it comes to Marsha Green, we don't do buzzwords, we do buzzworthy. We don't enter a room with DEI as our ID. We ideate until at table reads you understand why she's the MVP. When you're a Black woman, diversity, equity, and inclusion in TV and film isn't considered an intrusion. It's simply a request that reminds everyone that it shouldn't be a special occasion to be viewed as human. Anytime I myself hear that Marsha Green, the queen, is involved in any capacity, I know that exponentially there are greater chances for the diaspora to be seen in every scene. But top tier, you can cheer for that for sure. But top tier writing is top tier writing, not limited to only stories about POC, but it may include side effects of resilience, representation, struggle, and triumph for the world to see. Marsha is our champion, but you know what? Scratch that. She's everyone's champion. Statistics show that when you have someone seated at the table, that will diversify and elevate what the whole group knows. Then the whole group grows. Marsha Green is the phoenix that continues to rise. It's incredible that she's recognized tonight, but don't you dare see her as a box that was checked off. See her as the light, exemplifying what we all got right. There is only one Marsha Green.
Marsha's whole career is about elevating different voices.
She's not just talented. Talent alone doesn't really get you where you need to get to in the industry. She knew how to strategize, and she did the hard work.
She's an incredibly collaborative person. She's intuitive, she listens.
She's one of those people that every time you have a question, you're kind of like, I wonder if I should bug Marsha because she'd probably have an answer. She usually has answers.
I am here physically in Los Angeles because of Marsha's influence.
Why did I quit smoking again? To live long and prosper.
As Marsha has worked her way up in this industry, every time she goes, she brings other people with her.
On The Porter, we had so many characters who have never been really seen before in terms of like the Canadian film and television landscape.
If we could bring the training that the Black Cross nurses get in New York to St. Antoine,
You are absolutely free to pursue that training in New York, Sister Massey. Encouraged even.
Finding ways to uplift writers, finding ways to engage writers who are diverse, specifically with the Writers Guild of Canada. There's no one that does it better.
I would say her greatest strength is listening.
She is irrepressibly positive and hopeful. And I do think that that's rare.
I haven't talked to Marsha about this, but I have to assume what drives her is pretty much what drives most kids from Caribbean parents. We are taught that you have to work 200% more than others to get to the same place, but that you also have a responsibility to help others.
She's been that person that couldn't get in. She's willing to be the person that wedges a door open to let someone else in.
Sorry, I can't. Okay? I got him. Bon, merci.
Congrats, Marsh. You're the best. Keep making space for everyone. You are nothing but kind, generous, thoughtful, and so incredibly talented.
Congratulations on this award. It is incredibly well deserved. I am so excited for you.
Marsha Green, my homie, love, I appreciate you, and congratulations on this prestigious award.
Congratulations to Miss Marsha Green.
you. Thank you, Cardi, for the intro and the assist. I appreciate it. That was amazing. Okay, when I sat down to write this speech, something incredible happened. I finally understood the temptation of ChatGPT. But don't worry, I didn't use it because I wanted to speak from the heart, and that is something that AI will never be able to do. First, I want to thank the Academy and Insight Productions for recognizing the importance and the value of equity and inclusion. It is truly, truly an honor to receive this award. In the first job that I ever had as a writer in a writer's room, there was a storyline about a Black character that was reinforcing a negative stereotype. So I said something. And I wasn't thinking about the potential consequences of saying something when I was literally the most junior person in the room. I was thinking, what an amazing opportunity to be sitting at this table, to be a part of this conversation, and to be able to make change. And I realized then that there were so many more ways to use my voice than on the page. So over the next 10 years, I spoke at countless conferences and panels across the country, advocating for systemic change in the industry. I served as a counselor and vice president for the Writers Guild of Canada, where I was on the hiring committee that brought on the first woman of color as the executive director, and Victoria Shen, and where I remain the chair of the Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Accessibility Committee. As I reflect back on all of this work, what I feel most of all is grateful, not only for this award, but to all of the people who asked me to speak on behalf of our community, who had faith in my ability to make a difference, and who believed that my voice had power. We are in a time when people are questioning the validity and the necessity of this work. Some have even said that our moment is over. Well, this is not about a moment. It is about a movement. I am proud to live and work in a country that prides itself on its diversity, and I challenge all of us as Canadians to continue to move forward toward an industry that is truly inclusive and recognizes that our diversity is and has always been our greatest strength. Thank you.
The votes are in. It's almost time to find out who you chose for the best in kids TV. Stick around. This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back to the 2025 Canadian Screen Awards. It's time for the Canada Media Fund Kids' Choice Award. And in the grand tradition of kids TV, someone's gonna get slimed. Cut the music. I wanted to do this, but they wouldn't let me because they said it would make a mess. But I found a workaround. I have here a real lawyer with a contract. The contract declares that the winner of this award promises to be slimed at a future date of their choosing. If they pass away before said sliming, the slime passes on to their children, etc., etc. This lawyer will now verify the legality of this contract and witness the future signing. Everyone say, "Hi, Lewis." He's not your friend. Young people across Canada voted for the winner of this next category, so let's take a look at the nominees.
Dino Ranch. The Next Step. Old Enough. Warrior Up. Wordsville.
Warrior Up.
Hi again. Maureen and Dave aren't here to accept this award tonight, so they asked me to say a few words. So from Maureen and David. We'd like to thank APTN and the Shaw Rocket Media Fund for supporting Warrior Up, our wonderful cast and crew, and above all, the amazing, inspiring Indigenous young people who are the real warriors in this series. It was an honor to spend time with them and tell their stories, stories that are helping other young people finding their way to become warriors. So, thank you.
We have been celebrating the nation's talent from coast to coast. Enjoy these highlights from this week's Canadian Screen Awards.
Screen Award goes to...
Goes to.
I am so excited to be up here. Thank you, Academy.
This is excellent. I know. This is like my best friend.
What do people say up there?
Can I hold it?
The news cycle has been a bit of a jerk. Now more than ever, we are all in this together.
I'm very excited that a woman could finally win this award.
Black stories matter. Hiring Black talent matters. Oh my gosh, it's good to be gay!
Support queer art, y'all. This country has stories that should be told.
And we're gonna have to stand up and we're gonna have to support and put our money behind Canadian programming.
We need Indigenous women telling our stories.
Well, these people are saving lives through their art. Look around you. This is a great community.
We have the best crew in the country, and our country have the best crews.
Because it's not borders or our passports that make a country. It's stories.
It's been a beautiful evening. Thank you so much.
You guys have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Just wow.
The other one?
This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised. Please welcome star of stage and screen, Emma Hunter.
Hello. I know. I look breathtaking, don't I? Oh, I know. An actor never feels sure where their career is going. The author, Tom Robbins, said, "I never thought of it as a career. I'd like to think of it as a careen." As actors, we careen from one project to another. The real talent is knowing which parts to take. Roles like the dramatic ones we are celebrating next don't come around often. And when they do, you grab on and squeeze with everything you've got, because you never know if another one this good will come again. And if it all comes together, you just may end up with your name on this screen. Let's see the nominees for performance in a leading role, drama.
Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice.
When I do Trump Tower, people love it. Everything I do is turning to gold, all right? Everything's gonna work out.
Oshim Ottawa, Atikamek Sons, Soleil Atikamek.
Nicole Petitcoué, Julia Lakitus, Denis Petitcoué, Lionel Petitcoué.
Britt Lauer, Darkest Miriam.
I sat on the edge of my chair and allowed the music to seduce me.
Excuse me, miss?
May I help you?
Carrie Ann Moss, Die Alone.
Well, I hate to ask, but it's rare that I have two strong men at my disposal. There's a few things I can't do by myself.
Shaima Zinedine Elidrissi, Gamma Rays, Les Rayons Gamma.
Vous vous voyez où dans 5 ans, vous? Moi? Millionnaire.
Sean Dalton, Skeet.
That's 3 years of hard time.
Now, why do you say hard time?
Well, with soft time, you got some money and maybe a life waiting outside for you.
Christine Beaulieu, The Thawing of Ice, La Fonte des Glaces.
Je pense que des chances de même, t'en auras pas souvent dans ta vie.
Olunike Adeli, Village Keeper.
Okay, and the Canadian Screen Award goes to Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice. Okay, is he around? Maybe he's not. Well, we'll check on him. I bet he would like to say thank you to the Academy and all of you for being here, and to the CBC. Lisa, over to you.
Thanks, Emma. Back over to you. I'm kidding. Canada is known for producing amazing cinema of every genre. David Cronenberg alone has made everything from horror movies like The Fly to rom-coms like Crash, my favorite first date movie. To present the award for Best Motion Picture, it's my pleasure to introduce Canadian Screen Award nominees Grace Dove and Mina Massoud.
Grace, I gotta say, it's a pleasure being here tonight and to celebrate another magnificent year in Canadian film.
Let me tell you, Mina, a Canadian Screen Award is so much more than a bookend. It's gratitude. It's our way of thanking you, the filmmakers, for your vision and artistry. It's our way of saying, you did it. You finished the movie, and all that sacrifice and hard work is up there on the screen.
Filmmaking is hard, to say the least. You can do everything right and still fall short. To get here on this list is a miracle. These are the films that, despite the odds, pushed up through the soil, from an idea to a story to a production to a nomination.
Let's look at this year's nominees for Best Motion Picture.
The Apprentice.
What is truth, Tony? What is truth? You know what's truth? What you say is truth, what I say is truth, what he says is truth.
Darkest Miriam.
Are these your paintings?
Yes. I turned them around so they won't frighten anyone.
Gamma Rays. Les rayons gamma.
Nous, les Homo sapiens, on est les seuls à avoir survécu. Il paraît que c'est à cause de notre partage des connaissances.
Universal Language. Une langue universelle.
به شما که نگاه میکنم امید خیلی کمی برای بقای انسان میبینم.
Village Keeper.
The most courageous thing you could have done is coming in here for your children.
Who do I belong to?
اسمعني يا مهدي. نحب نفهم.
The Canadian Screen Award goes to The Apprentice.
Thank you. All right, I got three things in my hands here. I got a phone and piece of paper. This is going to be exciting. I'm going to ground myself by thanking my wife. I love you, Iris. This movie has been on a journey. The most powerful person in the world tried to squish us, and they failed. They failed. We've been to some other awards shows. We've been to awards shows that rhyme with Schmold and Schmobes, Schmoskers. But Ali, I told you, you have to come to Canada if you want to find some guts in this industry. All right. This is way too long. But I'm going to thank some people. I'm going to thank some of my incredible producing partners who we've walked through fire together. Ruth Tracy, Julianne Ford, Amy Baird, Jakob Yerrick, Louis Tisney, Andrew Frank and the Mongrel team, the Origin team. We have Neil Matheson here. We have our Toronto crew here. We shot this movie here. Of course, Jeremy, Sebastian, Maria, Martin Donovan, Catherine McNally, our inspiring casting director, Stephanie Gorin. Thank you, Stephanie. And Ali, our fearless director who embodies that word. Okay, I'm going to skip to the subtext. I'm going to get ready for some subtext here. Our movie shows how the young Donald Trump amassed wealth and power by finding a dilapidated building and slapping his name on it. As president, he's doing the same thing with the economy. We'll see how that works out. But now he wants to slap his name on this country. This is a challenge, but it is a good challenge because as independent filmmakers and storytellers, what we need to do, what our responsibility to do, is to tell stories with honesty that can build trust and build community. The rise of Indigenous cinema in this country gives me hope. The rise of queer cinema in this country gives me hope. But when we're faced with power structures that want to silence us, we can't do it in isolation. It's time to link arms, stand our ground, and tell stories with enough honesty that we can build a country that has trust at its core. So in this complex and chaotic world, so we can survive and thrive together. Thank you very much.
Roy Dupuis, Brooklyn Heights, and stars from The Office Movers are all on deck with the next awards. Stick around. This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome back. The show is almost over. And to keep us moving along, please welcome the stars of Office Movers on Crave, Jermaine and Trevon Richards.
Swing. On swing, yes, sir. Being a leader in Canadian comedy doesn't just mean being the funniest in the room.
No, sir. It means challenging what's always been done the same way, putting the spotlight on new, raw talent, and flipping the script on what Canadian TV is.
Yeah. It's about taking risks and inspiring the comedians of tomorrow to do the same, to keep redefining the tone of Canadian comedy.
Yes, sir. It also means finding creative solutions to use a tiny, very, very tiny budget as an advantage.
Roll the nominees for performance in a leading comedy.
Maïla Valentir, Ababound, Ababouiné.
Traître.
Paul Spence, Diener 89. Taylor Olson, Look at Me.
Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me!
Emily Lay, Paying for It.
But after I'm done, can I have a job?
Kate Blanchett, Rumors.
Pepper sprayed. And Celestine was with the Dutch trade delegation, and they met during a violent encounter.
Gagnedio Horn, Seeds.
War has been declared, and you are a soldier in this war against our mother.
Rojina Esmaili, Universal Language, une langue universelle.
آقا مسیو خواهرم گلشو به شما داد. La fleur est très belle. یادته؟
Pirouz Nemati, Universal Language, une langue universelle.
همون جوری که رودخونه اسین و بوین میپیونده به رود قرمز و با هم جاری میشن در دریاچه وینیپگ.
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to Kate Blanchett, Rumors. Kate is unavailable here today. We will accept her award on her behalf. Thank you. I'm taking this to my house.
I'm gone now. Thank you.
The stories we tell say a lot about us. How we love, what we love.
It's emotional.
What moves us, intrigues us, or frightens us. Our origins and our futures. The stories we tell shape who we are. That's why the Canada Media Fund proudly invests in the best Canadian and Indigenous stories waiting to be told.
Yeah, yeah!
Please welcome to the stage Executive Vice President, Marketing and Public Affairs, Canada Media Fund, Mathieu Chantelois, with the Canadian Screen Award nominated star of Rumors, Roy Dupuis.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Here we are at the most fun event in the business, right?
Yeah, in Toronto. Hope you're not staying too far.
No, my hotel is just like a couple of blocks away. I took a cab. It took me about 2.5 hours to get here.
No jokes about Toronto. We're here to pay a serious tribute to a year of risky, touching, perilous performances. Now they're here in a contest as exciting as the Toronto Maple Leaf 7th NHL playoff.
Yes, and guess what?
7th game in NHL playoff.
And it will always hurt a bit at the end. So only one winner. Sorry for the other guys. This is the way it works in hockey. This is the way it's going to work tonight.
Depends for who you're cheering.
Yes. Here are the nominees for the Best Lead Performer Drama Series presented by the Canada Media Fund.
Supinder Raj, Allegiance.
You'd rather see him die as a wolf than live as a sheep? I'm worried.
Grace Dove, Bones of Crows.
Shame on you.
Elaine, I didn't.
Shame.
Michelle Morgan, Heartland.
I keep
replaying that day in my head. I'd hardly thought about it for 2 decades, and then you showed up.
Mako Nguyen, Hudson and Rex.
They're inside?
Yeah, Charlie, he's in there, Joe.
Damn it.
Kathleen Monroe, Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent.
Look, even if Clara says the relationship was consensual, we can still go after him on the voyeurism charge for planting the camera.
Aiden Young, Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent.
You were cheating on your wife with Willa. Does Margot know, or had you convinced her that your little affair wasn't real either?
Helene Joy, Murdoch Mysteries.
You would be on the first boat there, wouldn't you?
Vanessa Antoine, Plan B.
I'm just here to remind you to respect your bail conditions. You go near your wife, her house, her cousin's house. We are going to arrest you.
And the Canadian Screen Award goes to...
Oh, you're the one that's supposed to pronounce the name.
I didn't bring my glasses. Supinder Rage.
The pronunciation wasn't so bad, Supindarach. And I won after Kate Blanchett. That's pretty cool. Wow. Truly, this is a dream come true. My dad passed in 2021. And while we were shooting the show, there wasn't a day that went by that I didn't think of him. So, Dad, this one's for you. Thank you. I was born in Punjab. I moved here when I was 4 years old. I had to learn English at ESL, and so to be in a show that represents my Punjabi community, where I can speak my language and don't have to work so hard to fit in, feels amazing. Anar Ali, thank you. Anar's here with her mom, Rosie. Thank you so much for creating the character of Sabrina. Without you, I wouldn't be here, so I owe you a debt. To the other nominees in this category, 7 out of 8 who are women, it is an honor to be amongst you. To the producers, yes, they deserve a round of applause, please, yes. To my cast, Enrico, I've never met a more generous performer. To the producers, CBC, NBC Universal, Aaron Haskett, Dave, Nicole, I don't know how you guys do it. I think that I've thanked everybody that I have to thank. If I've forgotten you, I will call you tomorrow. Oh my God, my family, my mom. Mom, Meep, Jesse, I'm sorry for being so cheap. They said they wanted to come and I didn't want to lose in front of them and pay for their tickets. I owe you dinner. Thank you.
The star of Canada's Drag Race, Brooklyn Heights, with the final trophy of the evening for Best Drama Series, here at the Canadian Screen Awards. This is a live event and may contain offensive content, language, or nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Canada's Drag Race is my favorite show, and this is my drag king character, Spencer McLeod. I'm an accountant, I'm a regular guy, I don't dance or do anything, and you're saying it's giving nothing? I don't get it. Please welcome someone who's giving everything, the Queen of the North and the star of Canada's Drag Race, Brooklyn Heights!
Thank you. I know. Now, Spencer, I see what you've done here. You've brought me here to introduce the best drama series. Well, you won't be getting any drama from me, Mama. Well, maybe just a little. I find this very exciting. All the stars have come out to play. It's been a night of joy, heartbreak, and tears. But enough about me. I know you're all dying to know the winner. The eyes of the world are focused on this stage. And by the world, I do mean Canada. So roll the nominees for Best Drama Series.
Allegiance, Bones of Crows, Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent, Potluck Ladies, Sight Unseen.
I've always wanted to do this. And the Canadian Screen Award goes to Law and Order Toronto, Criminal Intent!
Oh my gosh, okay, oh wow, all right. Wow, thank you to the Academy. You know, anytime you get a chance to make a TV show, you're a little nervous about expectations of how it will be received. You add a 2-decade-long franchise and the pressures of that to the mix. And I just want to say tonight, thank you to the Academy for recognizing these beautiful people and the work that they did to make this show and meet those expectations. I want to say thanks to Rogers, to City TV, to Wolf Entertainment, to NBC Universal for really this massive undertaking. And I really want to say thank you to this lady. I mean, Tassie Cameron is the beating heart of this series. She leads us, we follow. She writes these scripts. She makes it amazing. And I'm really worried what her Google might say about murder. So, Tassie.
Treat. Just to finish this up, I mean, a show is only as good as its cast, and our cast is magnificent. From our background performers to our episodic guest stars to these unbelievable people that we are so privileged to work with every single day. It is a joy to write for these actors. Oh God, crew, amazing crew. Production office, production people, post teams, Cameron Pictures, Lark people, and mostly to the audience. You guys all showed up, you watched, you stayed, and you're the reason we do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the Canadian Screen Awards. Good night.